Hey. So I had a young man just ask for a quick Arsenal tour. So I was thinking, yeah, I can do that. I mean, I'll be eventually filming like a legitimate in-depth Arsenal tour because I've got some fun guys. I don't feel like I have that many. I guess I do because I've just been picking up a bunch at thrift stores over the past couple months, really. When you can find a good gun for like I got something today for $1.50. And man, your arsenal grows really fast when you get them cheap. I don't buy a lot of them off Amazon anymore. I usually just buy some old ones and I'm able to fix them up pretty easily. So yeah, let's go over the arsenal. But before I do that, I just want to say I'm a very blessed man with what I have. I don't feel like I have a lot, but I'm very blessed with what I have. The Lord has given me so much, and I want to be a good steward of what I have. So I want to share it with people. I want to have a lot of battles because I want to share that. Just the fun with people. So I'm going to be picking up my Mac. So hopefully it's not like terrible audio and terribly shaky. So here we go. So over here on my gun wall, as you can see, we have the Arctic. Yes, my wife decided we should title it the Arctic. So we did. And it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just love the paint job I got to do with that. And so I had a lot of fun with the paint job I got to do with that. Right now it's just got some double A's in it because I've been working out some stuff in it, but it's doing pretty good. Next we have, sorry, I got a light that's really bright here. I've got both of these Mavericks, which are, fairly old blasters, the most popular blaster probably ever made. But I took both of them. This one might be one of my favorites because it's got a textured paint to it. I don't know how to describe that aside from it feels like there's like rocks and grit and sand on it. So that's pretty fun. And then just the painting of the barrel and of the slide's pretty cool. This Maverick was the first time I ever tried dry brushing, so it's pretty terrible, if I'm honest. Just air restrictor removal, messed with all the springs in these, lubed it up so it's very smooth. Darn it doesn't want to go back on. Because when you're OCD, everything has to go in the correct spot. It's a legitimate thing. And then we have my Jolt right up here, which is, pretty sweet. I took the dart post out of it so that can fire slugs and also half lengths now. So that's cool. Here we have my sling fire, which is like my pride and joy between my sling fire and the Arctic. Although I put a lot more time into the Arctic, the sling fire I've used as my primary blaster for so long. So much fun. It's currently been signed by Trash, Aaron Esther, Lord Draconical, and Frank Cooper. So that's fun. This is my Strife, probably the thing second to the Arctic that I've spent the most time on. It's got the most gadgets on it. I have a new rev trigger, release thing, the thumb thing, so you can screw it off pretty easily. And then my Desolator, this also has been going really hard for me. Strife's a little more beefed up at the moment. And then this is one of my first mods was this Recon that's got also a textured paint on it. So that's got a really fun feel to it. So that's my Nerf wall. That's not by any means all my blasters. So 1 second. Put this down. Yeah, and now I'm about to show you the rest of them. I've got some bins that have the rest of them in. And then as you can see behind me are all my pistols. So I'll show you those. One moment. Like that moment where you're trying to remember what your password is for something and you just can't remember it? Yeah, that's me every day. Good thing I have like very in-depth, super, very intense passwords. So, people will never guess them in a million thousand years. Now they could probably guess them. So also right now, why don't you head to Facebook and you can jump on my Facebook page that I've got going on, Nerf&Turf. I've also got my Instagram, which is WareBear, WARE_bear 1230. So that's pretty sweet. So yeah. So I'm all by myself and no one's watching live with me, but that's okay because this is me goofing off and rambling. So I've done that basic. So we're in my shed, which is pretty sweet. It's got power, so I've got all my lights and stuff. That's where I do all my mod stuff. So cool. Here we go with the continued Arsenal tour. So we've got that stuff. That's all the project type stuff. And then here we've just got gizmos and gadgets that I'm still working on. The blazing bow, the air pump, that. Oh, I've got a Firefly that I've been working on. I've got a pretty sweet paint job on it. I still need to fix up the rest of it. I've got some rockets. Ooh. Got this in a thrift store the other day. Pretty hard to come by. The ones with like the foam balls in them that you shoot that go out about like 2 feet. So no, not practical in any possible way, but it's really fun. It's really goofy, and you can use it in a battle if you're, using it for, if it does extra damage or something. So then here, the rest of my blasters are basically in these two bins here. Here we've got one of the Star Wars sound effect ones. They don't shoot hard at all, but they're really fun. I've got a Vortex rifle that you can put, the stock on. It's got a mag that holds 10 discs. So that one's sweet. My Magnum. I think it's a Magnum. Yeah, this is a Magnum. Super sweet blaster. Don't know if I can rave enough. And then this one's a lot of fun. My wife loves this blaster, possibly because it's the easiest blaster to operate that I own. But it switches between the elites and the megas, so that's pretty fun right there. I've got ye old barricade that I've done some mod, redid the wiring. No, it doesn't shoot any better because I don't know, these things are kind of not. The motors are great in them, so I use those a lot. Next over here, I've got a Retaliator. Much better than the Recon in every possible way. I recently lubed it up, so it's really hitting hard. I've got one of these, the Zombie Strike Doominators. These are fun just because it does that. That is like one of the most satisfying, fun, I'm a goof feelings in the world. Love that. Got another Star Wars blaster, sound effects. It's got a rotating barrel, holds 5 darts. It's like kind of bolt action-ish, but it's weird. Let's see, I've got a Raider in here. They're old, they don't work well. I've tried to do some mods, tried to power it up. It's a pain. So that's not happening. I've got Roto Fury. I have another one up on the wall I'm about to show you. Got that one at a thrift store again for like $3. So, it's all about consistency when you go to a thrift store. You got to go over and over and over again. But it pays off when you do. Oh, I dropped something to the bottom. Oh, in case you didn't know, yes, I make faces. I usually edit all those out of my videos. And then we got a Sentinel. And these have like a cult following because they shoot really hard. I believe they shoot in 80s, 90s feet per second. Mag-fed lever action. The problem is the lever is metal. So that hurts. You're not priming. The prime weight, it's heavy. It really hurts your hand to be in there the whole time priming. So no, I don't use it often. I give it to people and they love it because you feel like a sniper. And it is a very sniper-esque class blaster. But a lot of fun. That's all for the ones in the bins. Next, we've got the wall. I've mounted my 2 favorite Mega Blasters. We've got the Twin Shock, possibly one of the most fun blasters like ever to use, just because you're firing mega darts and it's fun. Another Roto Fury that my in-laws got me for Christmas, actually. So that was really, I love them. W are cool. And then here I've got, believe it or not, this Rapid Strike I got at a thrift store. Yes, for like $3. You don't get that often. I was afraid it was broken or something, so I took it home, started to strip it, and then I realized, no, it's perfectly fine. So I just had to do some work. And then I've got a Hyperfire there. Both of these are very similar blasters. Hyperfire's got a little bit more accuracy, but it's got a conveyor belt, so it's a little weirder when it comes to firing. It's not as consistent, but it is more accurate. if that makes sense. And then I've got my rival here. I've got a Chaos, or Chronos, excuse me. I don't have Chaos. I've got a Chronos, which is pretty sweet. It's got a 5-dart internal mag, shoots about 90 feet per second, hurts. It's awesome. And then we've got the Apollo, which is the bolt action type thing where it's like the return spring. And then I've got some mags I got from Out of Darts. Check out his Etsy shop, like super seriously sweet. I also have some headshot ammo I haven't opened up yet because I haven't really used all of my rival stuff in battles yet, and I don't want to lose it all. So then we come to the pistol corner. So over here I just have all my pistols hanging about. Because it's practical? No, because it's fun. That's why it's fun. The jolts? Did somebody just ask about my jolt? I actually only have one jolt currently. It's really sad. It's the one without like the posts in it, so it fires slugs. So like super accurate, and then you can shotgun it. So love me jolts. But the rest of these are just jolt reskins back here. Stock shot, really fun thing. I'll point that out. I have to point this out. This was my first mod ever. It's a recon. The recon was my first thing to really do that, and just the Maverick because everyone's done that. But the recon was special to me because I broke the plunger. I broke the plunger tube, cleaned it straight off. So yeah, it's kind of sad, but I fixed it. I glued it all together, taped it all together, so it's ready to die on me again any day because the air restrictor's out of it. And problems happen when you take air restrictors out. Don't take air restrictors out. It's fun for a little bit until it like totally breaks. So you can't dry fire it or it will just smash and explode. So that I talked about my stock shots, pretty sweet. Just fires the 4 darts out. Practical? No. Is it sweet? Oh yeah, just because it's kind of fun. I promise everything has a place. I just never remember where it goes. Then I've got 2 Mavericks. I'm probably going to do some mods to those. I've been thinking about there's a mod where you can take the cylinders out. And I've got enough Mavericks that I could do it almost like a primary where you have your extra cylinders in your back pocket. And once you fire all 6 off, you throw the next one in. I'm thinking about that. I might end up doing that. I've got... can't even remember what these are called. It was like one of the blasters that came with a target thing where you would shoot at a target and get points. So these things are fun. Pretty accurate, removed air restrictors, so it fires pretty hard now. I painted it to look kind of like a sand trooper, like from Star Wars, one of the, troopers that like were in sand. Because it's also got a very textured paint, so it feels like sand here and then it's black here because that's what stormtroopers always have. And then I've just got a bunch of other pistols. I don't need to go into detail into all of them. I've got 2 strong arms. I've got my Rebel blaster that's weird, but it's really quirky and fun. And I like it. I've got my 3 Vortex pistols. This one's actually really sweet looking that I picked up the other day. It's pretty fun. Stormtroopers question mark? No, I was just referring to how this looks like what a stormtrooper on Tatooine would look like in episode 4, where they're the sand troopers, just because it looks like it's sand. And as Anakin said, sand gets everywhere. And Anakin, bless his heart, he needs help. He just needs help. I got my secret shot, and I've got these. I have to talk about these because it's ridiculous. So this is by Air Warriors and Busby, which I guess are the same thing, but they built 2 blasters. They're functionally the exact same, but they changed like nothing, and it's ridiculous. It's like the 4 barrels. It does have smart AR, so when there's a dart in it, it'll automatically fire out of that one. So you can fire 4 at a time. This one though has no posts in it, so I can put slugs in it, fire it as a shotgun. So it's sweet. It actually shoots really hard, believe it or not. But I just find it ridiculous how they just barely changed something and said, "Hey, new blaster." Oh, the things I'm frustrated by in the world. That's actually not very high on that list. So yeah, I'm almost done here because that's all my pistols. Here I've got my darts. I've got X-Shot darts, which got 500 for 20 bucks. So that was a pretty sweet deal. Only problem with them is that the darts are a little bit shorter, so they don't, the electronic blasters don't fire them because the pusher mechanism isn't long enough. So that's frustrating. I've got a couple of my rival rounds. I've got the other 110 over there. And then I've got my AccuFakes, which I don't use often because I like to use them just for my wars, so I don't fire them a lot. So they're actually still accurate and good, and I love these things. And then those are some of the slugs I made. I got all my megas, including the fake megas I got that are suction cup. Got like $6, got 50 from Little Valentine, so that was sweet. Still got my Vortex ammo, which is really rare now, so that's kind of cool. And then I've just got the rest of my darts, and it's just a hodgepodge of darts. I probably got 200 darts in that bucket alone. And then I've got some stuff. I've got my airsoft stuff down here. Not all of it. I have the rest of it somewhere else. I've got the shutter I'm still working on for my wife that looks pretty cool because my wife likes it when I make things. And so we're probably going to turn that into a picture frame holder or something like that. So yeah, she's really excited about that. I recently learned that at my house there was PVC pipe hiding in the backyard. And so I've got a bunch more of it out there, but that's the 3/4 inch PVC pipe. So that kind of works with megas. So I'm trying to figure out if there's any things I can build with that. I guess the only thing left is, I've just got all my magazines down there. Mostly 18s, all the 6s that come with all the blasters you haven't got. So for the most part, that's my arsenal. I've got a couple other things hidden here and there. It feels like a lot, but at the same time, not that I always want more, but I don't want more. I'll probably get more, just because, again, I don't feel like paying a lot of money for them. So I usually just go to thrift stores every couple days, maybe 2 days a week. I'll walk in, and if there's nothing, I just leave. If there's something decent, I'll buy it. If there's something terrible, I won't. So yeah. Oh, I guess the other thing I didn't show is I've got my 2 Nerf swords over there. I've got, I made duct tape harnesses the other day. And so just threw some carabiners on them. So they're essentially a 1-point sling. So you can just attach that to your rifle. Like so. So I just took duct tape and I just twisted it and twisted it and twisted it until it made a rope type substance, just because I was cheap and I didn't want to have to go buy stuff. So I've got this. So it's essentially your rope. And then you put a carabiner on the end. You simply attach it to this. So now it's like a 1-point sling. So, I'm running around having my battle and I take it out and boom, 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 boom. Also, these are fun because the stock gets really long and it's actually close to an assault rifle size. So love these. Anyway, so that way, if I've got my pistol, my holster here, I can just put that behind me and I've got my hands free. Especially nice for HVZ type games. The search and destroy type games, attack, defend, where you need to hold objects, move objects. And I've got a couple fun games I plan to play with my guys soon. So I'm really excited about that. So I made just a couple of these. Again, I just literally took duct tape and twisted it. Made rope, attached it, attached carabiner to it, and you have a 1-point sling. Pretty simple, pretty chill. Because I was watching a Mythbusters the other day where they were making rope out of duct tape, and all of a sudden it just dawned on me, why haven't I done that for my 1-point slings? I've got all my spray paint over here. I've got my machete from Guatemala because I like to travel a lot, and so I've got a really sweet machete from Guatemala. I've got an old rocket launcher thing. Where it's like you're supposed to have all the air in here and you go poof and it shoots the rocket off. It doesn't though, because this is really old and the plunger's cracked inside and that comes off. So it doesn't really work at all, but it's really fun. And I use it for activities where you're pretending you have a rocket launcher. So that's cool. Duct Tape Island. Yes, it's not how you spell duct tape, but that's all cool. Let's freeze it. That's a sweet name. Yes, when the Mythbusters went to Duct Tape Island, basically pretend they were castaways with duct tape. It is pretty sweet. But I was watching that and just got all the I do a lot with duct tape. I fixed my wife's car with duct tape this morning, actually, because there was like a bumper hanging off. But no, I work with a lot of duct tape. That's why all my holsters are duct tape. You know, I haven't done a tutorial on my duct tape holsters. Should I do a tutorial on that duct tape? Oh, no, yes, duct tape is the miracle tape. Amen to that. Do you guys want me to do a duct tape holster tutorial? Because I've talked about it and I still haven't done it. So, yeah, I'll probably be doing that pretty soon. Because I've got some of them over here, but it's like a super simple process. I'll talk you through it one day. But today, just very simple holster. I really just took paper and cut the paper about this size, and then you just put the duct tape over it. You fold it over, you make the different sides, and you measure it to your blaster. And then you just add little, like, you know, little things, belt loops, I guess is what you would call them. So that's just a quick overview. But no, I definitely need to do a tutorial on this someday. Yes, you could use cardboard. Only problem with it is it's a little bit thicker. But yes, you could definitely use cardboard. And I know a lot of people that use cardboard, and it works really well for them. Yeah. So that's essentially my whole arsenal, I think. Question mark. My little brother has some of my stuff, and I have some of his stuff because he and I trade out. I've got some of my old Streamline darts in there, but those are bad, so I don't use them. It corrugated plastic works. Yeesh. Yeesh. That is the true fact. I might need to do that. Trying to think. Ooh, last cool thing in my shed. I have this really old TMK TV that I still need to fix. Now that I know how to wire things, I need to fix it because it kind of works, but it doesn't. But it's cool. Yep. So that's my shed. It's pretty cool. Oh, I also, for Let's Freeze It, I have your shields that you left at my house last time you were playing with me. So I've got both of them still here. I've kept an eye on them for you. I haven't destroyed them. Don't worry, because they're cool. Oh, my dog's inside. I was gonna show you my dog, but my doggy's inside because she was barking at the neighbors. Okay. So that's it. I do need to get inside because my lovely wife has been waiting for me, and I'm gonna go say hi to her. And I've got some homework to do because I'm a college student, and college students always have homework. Why do you still have the giveaway blaster? Oh yeah, because I was finishing a small little quirk with them, but I'm about to give them out to the winner of it. I know where they live, and so I'm gonna meet up with them this weekend, drop it off with them. But I had to fix up a couple little things on it. You know, because the problem is when you paint blasters, they get a little thicker. So when you put them together, certain screws don't work properly. So I was readjusting some stuff, sanding stuff down so it can all fit. Okay. Hey, well, Nerf Central, let's freeze it. Thank you too for watching. Appreciate you guys. Have a lot of fun with my channel. Yeah, just thanks for watching. Had a great time. I've got some videos I'm probably going to edit tonight, might post tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. Very rambling-y videos. Yeah, but I'm probably going to do that paint mod next week. I think I said next Friday or Saturday or something like that. When I know where they live, not creepy at all. It was a friend of mine who won, okay? Just like... Yeah, you're right. That did sound creepy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to come across as creepy. Yeah, the goal is I'm probably going to do the live stream paint thingy. Yeah, next Friday or Saturday. It depends. I'm a nursing student, so I have a lot of homework. So, yeah, so hopefully that's fun. It'll be very similar to this, but me painting as well, and then rambling and asking you guys a lot of questions about stuff. So next time we're gonna have to go over favorite blasters, such and so on. Favorite color is an important question to my life. Very important question, but I don't want to know it now because now's now, and I don't need to know. I'm rambling now. Okay, so next live stream will be next week. Can't wait for it. I'm probably gonna edit some videos and post them tonight. So I got to get going, but thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun. So get on out there and nerf your turf. And really, truly have a blessed day. Bye-bye, guys.